Hey, what's up you guys? If you're looking to flat tow your Jeep Wrangler behind an RV or another vehicle, you'll need to have an RV wiring harness installed. This will power the lights on your Jeep as you're hauling it. Let's go ahead and break down that install. You'll need the tools seen here to complete your installation. So we will be installing a custom RV harness onto this Jeep Wrangler. This has diodes built into it and will plug into your taillights so you don't have to cut into your vehicle wiring, and it will protect your electrical system. So we're going to need to get access to our taillight harness, so we're going to remove both of our taillights, starting with the driver's side. To remove the taillights, we're going to remove the two screws on the inside of the taillight. We're going to use a Phillips bit or Phillips screwdriver to remove those. And then we're just going to pull out on it. And we're going to disconnect the taillight. We're just going to push down on this tab right here. And we'll set this aside. Now we're going to take our T connector with the yellow and brown wire, and we're going to route it up behind the bumper into this taillight area. Now right over here, you can see these wires going up into it. We're just going to push it right up there. So we're going to sneak our wiring right up above it. And then we'll go ahead and plug in our vehicle taillight harness. Now we're going to take the white wire with the ring terminal, and we're going to ground it to the side of the frame right here. We're going to use a provided self-tapping screw and a 1/4 inch socket. Now we're going to take our T connector with the green wire, and we're going to route it over to our passenger side taillight. Now we're going to follow this cross member right here all the way over there to keep it above our exhaust so it doesn't accidentally drop down and get melted. So to bring it up to our passenger side taillight, we'll need to either remove this cover or drill a 2-inch hole in it. We're going to go ahead and drill a 2-inch hole. And we'll use a 2-inch hole saw to cut that hole. And then we'll go ahead and remove our passenger side taillight. And then we'll disconnect the harness. Now there's some foam in here. We're just going to pull up on it and push down on the bottom. Now once we've removed enough foam, we're going to take our wiring and we'll push it up. And then we'll plug it into our taillight harness. Now before we reconnect our taillight, we're going to take some of that foam and we're just going to push it back over that hole just to kind of seal it back up. Now with both of our T connectors in place, we're going to reconnect both of our taillights. Now we're going to take our 4-flat harness and we're going to route it to the front of our vehicle, right next to our tow bar. Now, while routing it to the front of the vehicle, we want to avoid the exhaust or anything moving that can damage our wiring. Now, our instructions recommend us following the driver's side frame rail all the way to the front. We went ahead and kept it behind our wheel well and came all the way up here, and we made sure to put plenty of zip ties on it all the way down the frame. And we stayed towards the outside of our frame since our exhaust is on the other side. Now, once we reached down here towards the front, we used a fish wire technique and brought our wire through our frame right out here. Now that we've reached the end of our frame, we're going to flip our vehicle around so we have a little bit more room to attach it to our front bumper. So we continued to follow the top of our frame right behind the wheel well until we reached this wiring harness. And then we followed the wiring harness till we got up to the front bumper. Now, our RV has its wiring on the passenger side where we will be connecting. So we routed this over to the passenger side underneath everything. So now that we've reached the front of our vehicle, we're ready to mount our 4-flat harness. Our kit comes with a 4-flat mounting bracket. You can find the best place on your bumper. We're going to go there since we have an off-road front bumper. If you don't, you can find somewhere on your grill or underneath your frame to mount it. That way you can easily hook it up on your RV. Now make sure you have the right wiring installed for your extension. You may need to convert your 4-flat harness into a 6 or 7 round to be able to connect to your RV or towing vehicle. So we will be using a 6 round since that's what our combination needs. After you have your wiring mounted, if you have any wires left over, make sure that you just zip tie that behind your bumper to keep it nice and secure. So now you're ready to tow your Jeep. If you have any questions about this video or this product, or if you'd like to schedule an installation with a U-Haul Hitch professional, you can visit your closest U-Haul Hitch center, or you can visit us online at uhaulhitches.com. Thank you.